It's the Full House Podcast with your hosts, Alex and Kelsey.
Welcome back to the Pool House Podcast. What's up, Kelsey?
Good, bro.
How's the days leading up to dry February treating you?
You know what? It's like getting kicked in the cooch real hard with like steel toe boots because your girl cried at work yesterday.
Oh, God. Oh, see, I don't know anything about the getting kicked in the cooch type of feeling. As a man with a penis, findmypenis.gov. You can go find
Findmypenis.gov.
But crying at work, yeah, I understand. What is going on? What happened?
So stupid. It was so fucking stupid. Okay, fun fact about my entirety of my job. I was never trained. Neither was my other two co-workers.
Oh.
We were not formally trained. We were just we're shown the bare bones, like, oh, here's how you kind of use the system, figure out the rest, and then bada boom, bada bing, director gets fired right in front of everybody. Dramatic. It was crazy. We've been directorless, even though we don't need them because we do have it's just there's a whole fucking thing. And I don't know first of all, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I ask questions. I'm over here like, hey, is this correct? Hey, I just want to confirm that this is correct. Hey, I have a question. You know, trying to be needy, not trying to be repetitive, but like, hey, I just want to confirm this is my information. Is that correct?
Yeah,
and
you're not
yes.
asking them to hold you. You're not going in there and like, I just need to be held.
There's so fucking much to memorize. And it's like, you threw me into the deep end of a pool in The Sims, and I'm just swimming around trying to keep afloat, you know, because like it's learn as you go, try to remember it. It's just there's so much to remember, and I will admit I screwed up one step because one of my people, I did everything was set to go, but apparently I get a call from XYZ department, and they're like, hey, even though he took these two courses and it did transfer, but he still needs to take these two tests to prove that he took them. And I'm like, what do you mean to prove he took them? But so I was freaking out. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I need to do this right now, blah, 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 blah. And my associate director, that's kind of a fucking dick, he just snapped at me. Oh. And he was like, I never do it that way. I make sure it's 100% every time before I do the next step. And that you screwed up. And I was like, okay, cool. And so I was like, here's the thing. This was the first time this has ever happened, and everything was squeaky. That's the part of my thing of my job. Everything will stream along so smoothly. Then you're gonna fall off a fucking cliff that just comes out of nowhere because there's one thing. Like it happens all the time to everyone. And so, sorry, I said I wasn't going to talk about my job anymore. But hey, I cried at work yesterday. so I was like, okay. And then I don't know why it just got to me. It's because of the pressure. Like I said, like. I'm just trying to stay afloat in the sense of like, I'm not trained at all. That's the first thing. And this was like a repeat offense and he snapped at me. That would be understanding. But this was the first time this ever fucking happened. And I'm just like walking towards the break room and I feel the tears welling up like, oh, fuck. And I just get a cup of water because that helps distract me when I want to cry. But I go to the bathroom and I'm just tearing up. And then the director of another department comes in and I was like, she's like, how do you do? I'm like, face. She's like, what's wrong? Is your contact? I'm like, no, I just pissed off my boss and it's just so stupid. And like, I know I screwed up at the same time. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, man. And she's like, it's going to be okay. You know, like, and I'm so sorry. Can I just ask one favor? Because once this guy takes these two tests, can I have him squeak in to see your department? Because he was here for your department originally. Now it got all fucked up because of this bullshit. It was fucking ridiculous. And she's like, yeah, no problem. So I'm baking them a cake for Friday as a thank you for like putting up with my fucking shit. But I was like, I'm officially the girl, like, and I hid in the library for a while because it just like for me, I bottled up my emotions, toxic AF. But like once the tears start, because after 10 minutes I was feeling better, but once the tears start going, it's a fucking faucet. It's like, oh, we gotta pour all this out now. Time to get it all out. And here I am just in the library of the head and assistant librarian. Like, I'm so sorry. I just can't stop crying. I'm literally talking like this. The tears just keep coming. It's not because I'm upset. It's just, it won't fucking stop. And so,
God. Yeah.
like, I'm just waiting for all this to pass. I still have interviews to conduct. I still have this shit, that shit, etc. shit. And it was just a tough day. But apparently, I was like, I was trying to joke around, like, I can't believe I'm the girl that fucking cried in the office. They're like, oh, you're officially a part of the team now. Welcome to the job. And I'm like, this is a common thing. It's initiation.
If you haven't cried in the bathroom yet at this job, then you're not doing something right.
Apparently, the crying happens frequently, and I'm like, what the family? Fuck? Welcome to the family. So, yeah, I cried. So, oh, yeah, dry February so far, the days leading up to it. Drinking fucking wine.
That's all right. It's the 24th of January. We're still good. Do you need to speak to a psychological professional? Because I do have one right here. He's given me a weird massage on the small of my back again. He's taking the microphone. Kelsey, how you doing? It's Dr. Phil or Mr. Phil, because they took away my fucking license. Those pansy ass people that call themselves better doctors than me. Apparently you can't give out Xanax like it's fucking candy canes on Christmas. Well, I thought I was just getting into the spirit of things, you know? Okay.
I really should not have skipped your Christmas party this year, Phil.
Oh, well, they took my prescription pad a couple years ago, so it's we just drink now heavily. A moonshine that I make at Turnabout Ranch. Me and Alex were doing a lot of that this past week. I treated him down to a wonderful time at the ranch. You should come down sometime. We jerked off some horses, then we made some moonshine, and then we jerked off some each other. Yeah.
Milk and horses, I see.
I watched Alex have sexual relations with my wife, Robin.
Oh,
over a discussion of skincare products. Okay.
So the moisturizer can be used as a lube.
Yeah, well, you know, let's just say Robin's a big fan of that song he made with the hip hop voice. She don't need that. When it's stormy, she shows that Daniels. I'll say that.
Well, that's good, Phil. I'm glad your wife is getting pleasure one way or another.
Well, now that I don't have a prescription pad, I can't get my Blue Chew for myself on discount. Just to get that shit by the pallet. It was a good time. So anyways, what's going on here? I heard you were crying at work.
I'm a little bitch, Dr. Phil. That's what happened.
What I'm going to tell you is there's a time and place for crying, and that's at Turnabout Ranch. You can come on down. We'll cry and jerk off some horses. That's all that goes on over there.
Phil, how do you feel about like a bad baby? You know, she's like the most notorious person from your show. Like, she's pregnant now, right? Like, she's like knocked the fuck up.
You know, she got those skills from Turnabout Ranch. You know, the horses and I probably shouldn't be saying this. It's questionable ethically, even if it's a bit. Anyways, we'll be right back. We'll go to commercial.
Phil,
he's still here. He's
just watching you now. Like, what the fuck did she just say to me?
No, he's giving me another massage.
Oh, it must be nice.
No, it's not. He's really fucking bad at this. It's like making my back problems worse, honestly. Like, he thinks he's doing this cool, like, shiatsu thing. It's like, no, dude. No, this is just shit. Hey, you listen here, boy. Oh, you better not fucking say another thing, okay? I'm trying to give Kelsey some good advice here about crying. And what you got to do is you got to take that Xanax that's hiding in your handbag. Don't ask how I know. I didn't search it. And you pop 2 of those. You're going 13 hours till I land. In the words of Drake, out like a light. Out like a light. Knocked for the flight. 767, man. This shit got double bedrooms. And we all got scores to settle. I don't have to keep going. Drizzy Drake, you no one better than him in the hippity hoppity game.
From the 6th?
I believe so. I believe that's the one. He's come down to the ranch many times voluntarily
Oh my.
to
That's
jerk
concerning.
off some horses. That's all we do down there. It's very therapeutic. It saved a lot of people.
Why not just like churn butter or milk cows? Why are we jerking the horses, Phil?
Do you know how much butter that would make?
Probably not as much sperm.
You know what we need more of in this world than butter? I think we got enough butter. We need horse cum. And we make a
All of
lot of
these
it over there at Turnabout Ranch.
Oh, Phil, you're always a man of interest, aren't you?
I just wanted to say, yes, thank you. I just wanted to say the allegations are false.
Okay. Well, I don't know what you're talking about, but okay, Phil, okay.
Okay. Well, then I shouldn't have said that. Well, then I fucked up my own shit big time. Again.
Oh, Phil.
Do you know what they say? Different strokes for different folks. You turn
We
the
got all
camera
the
over here
strokes
to my
that
wife.
turn about.
My wife Robin's facial products. You can also use it a lubricant for your coochie.
I thought you were going to say, it's almost like it creates a shield on your face for the facials. Then you just peel it off and you got no facial on your facial.
Oh, well, you would be talking about the Robin's. Robin
The
McGraw,
collab with Flex Seal.
the
collab
Robin
with Flex Seal.
the Flex Shield come prepare. My wife Robin, she knows a thing or two about that. Not from me because, like I said, ran out of Blue Chew. Big problem. Okay. I think President Biden's hoarding all of it. To be honest, that's why I was banned from Twitter. I said something. I said my truth.
Spoke your truth.
I spoke my truth, and they took me down. I got to blame. We'll be right back. He's walking out the door. Okay.
You know what? I just gotta say, his problems make mine feel a little smaller now.
I wish I could say that too, but I can't.
Yeah, it a day at a time, buddy. A day at a time. Like I tell my people, I'm like a day at a time.
Yeah, different strokes for different folks, I guess.
What are you doing on these days leading up to Dry February?
So I'm on the beer stage of detoxing. So I've moved past hard liquor, then hard liquor that's mixed with something, to now just light beer. Last night was not light beer. It was like Coors Banquet, which is all right, but it's not great. And tonight is Bud Light. And then
Nice.
after that, less Bud Light, and then no Bud Light.
Oh shit.
Yeah. These are nerve-wracking days ahead.
We'll be fine. We'll be good.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I hope so.
Just keep the motivation that Kelsey's cooking up a consequence for you.
Is it the strip club?
No. I'm thinking of worse
come
things.
on.
A strip club would be fun.
No, it wouldn't. No, it totally wouldn't. Being held isn't what I exactly need at all. I totally don't think about that all the time.
Hey,
Oh,
well, I think there's a good 99% chance a stripper will hold you. That's the thing. They're like, oh, okay, we can handle that. $200, 15 minutes.
$200?
Yeah.
Are you what?
Yeah.
Fuck. For that? How much?
Yeah,
is
they're actually touching you.
How much is a lap dance?
I don't know, whatever price they deem it. And if you don't cough it up, then your legs, bye-bye, broken.
Oh, well, then I don't want to go to a strip club. I feel like meeting someone And having a nice, like, authentic relationship would almost be better than that. I don't understand why men
strip
do this.
club? What the fuck? Like, what did you expect this whole time? You don't find love in a strip club?
I mean, isn't there a song about that? There probably is.
Probably
I'm in love with
T-Pain.
a stripper or something?
Yeah, T-Pain.
Okay. All right.
I'm in love with the stripper. She
How did that work out for him?
He was actually married the whole time. You know the fun fact? T-Pain's been married for like a long ass time, like to his high school sweetheart, I think.
Oops.
Like, but I don't think he's like actually over here like I'm up at the strip club all the time. He just sings about it and makes money from the people that are like, yeah, I'm in love with the stripper, and he's like, I'm gonna go home with my millions of dollars to my wife and podcast, because he's actually really funny.
He's very talented too. Like,
oh my gosh, yeah. Out. Most underrated musician. We did not give him enough credit. And like now, like, and he's fucking hilarious and talented. Like, what else could you want? Like, T-Pain, you better not be on that motherfucking list. My guy, my brother in Christ, please. Like, you are too good.
That would
feel
hurt
like that
way
would
too
be,
much.
I know. I don't know why, and I'm not like the biggest T-Pain fan in the world, but I feel like that would be painful. Where it's like, T-Pain, come on.
What if like Steve from Blue's Clues was on that list?
Maybe.
I hope not.
Maybe.
That would be horrible.
Maybe. I don't know.
We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. It's from the FBI.
But I mean, like, I don't know, talking about pop culture shit, you know, I mean, like, everyone's talking about it right now, and I just feel like we need to add our pool house 2 cents, our 2 little brain cells that are still rubbing together. Gypsy Rose. What? Yeah. How are we feeling about that?
About Gripsy.
Drop the OF. Drop the OF.
Rose.
Dude, if she did that, she'd be set for fucking life. You know that, right? I mean, she's probably already set for life now.
Probably. I mean, she's probably doing a lot of appearances on podcasts and interviews. Oh my gosh.
And fucking podcasts. I don't think they can afford her. She's doing like network television interviews.
Has she gotten a knife sponsorship yet?
That's
coming her way.
That's a good one.
She has her own podcast. This episode is brought to you by Black & Decker.
But like, you know, okay, I'm not dissing or hating on Gypsy. I am fully sympathetic to the fucking chaos and abuse that her mom put her through. But like, my thing is the reaction that the general public is having, where they are glamorizing her to such an extent where I'm like, you know what I mean?
The yes queening of someone who ordered a hit on their mom.
Yeah, because like, again, like, she's probably like she's like, her mind she's got to be in therapy for the rest of her life, you know? Yeah. Like, but like, she, like, goodness knows, like, if she was so traumatized, and I'm not saying that she never was, but just the hypothetical, like, what if she was, what if she wasn't. I'm just saying, if, like, being so traumatized, probably not thinking straight, just thinking you only need a way out. I get it, but at the same time, it's like, you know, like, you still had this organized, maybe you were more victim because the boyfriend was fucking nuts. There's no doubt about it. He had some crazy shit going on too, but like, you know, like, it's just like you still were a part of a murder. But I get it. But at the same time, I think the public yassifying the whole thing, it's like, I don't know, it's a weird like juxtaposition or like contradiction where it's like, you know, like, it's bizarre. Like, I wish her happiness, because at the same time, here's the thing, at the same time, she did her time, she's out, she's free, whatever's in the past is in the past. But I think it's just the general public's reaction of being like, she's such an idol, she's an icon. I'm over here like, I don't know, like, why would you want to be like, yes, girl, like, we love you? Like, I don't know, it's just a weird
queen,
feeling.
Kill that mom.
Oh my gosh. Slay, mother. Sorry. Sorry.
Slay your mom. Slay.
I don't know. But I don't know. I'm not going to hate on her too much because she has such a world and life to realign with. But also at the same time, like, everyone's going after her husband, but at the same, like, and she's backing him up. Like, she's like, that's my husband. That dick is fire, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, it's like, he knew who she was and wrote her while she was in jail. Like, wouldn't you think as well that, like, isn't there a little screw loose where it's like,
Oh, so he's a fan.
yeah, but also he worked in, like, special needs education prior to that, but he was interested in the case. Like, he obviously knew the case
Whoa.
because it started with a bet or, like, a conversation with a friend where the friend's like, oh, I'm going to write, like, the Tiger King from that Netflix special. And he's like, well, I'm going to write Gypsy Rose. This was, like, during the pandemic. But the Gypsy Rose thing happened years before the pandemic, so it's like, that's a weird, like, call out, but apparently she got his letter and they got connected and they got married while she was in prison or jail, wherever she was. But it's like there's so much notoriety. I don't know. I'm such a skeptic to others around me where it's like, you knew who she was and there is notoriety to her case. Like,
yeah, no.
would there not be some malintent behind that as well? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I have so many trust issues.
I don't know. I think we as a society, my father, we like to not glorify, but idolize people that, how do I put this, that aren't like people that we should really be putting on such a pedestal, whether it be the Kardashians or people who fetishize Jeffrey Dahmer or like different things like that. And then like to a degree, I can understand where people are coming from, like showing their support to this person. But I think it shouldn't be at such a Kardashian-esque level for what it is.
I think she already beat Kylie Jenner in, like, followers on Instagram.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't get her face all fucked up like Kylie Jenner did to get all those followers.
I was listening as I'm pouring my wine. Enjoy that. So the thing was that I was listening to Bunny XO's podcast, Dumb Blonde, earlier. I know she doesn't need it, but shout out Bunny because her podcast is actually very entertaining and she's very insightful, and it's not only funny but also conversational, but also she touches on like very good conversation topics with her guests. But besides the point, she was like, she looks like a cute little possum. I can't unsee it, and I'm like, no, I hope that's not offensive in any way, but I'm just relaying the message, but I'm like, damn it, Bunny. Oh.
Yeah,
Man.
I wish I knew more about this case, but
we can have a deep dive on the true crime case on the next episode. We're not finishing now, but I'm just saying we can do that.
Yeah, because
episode.
I know maybe like the Snapchat version of it.
Ew, you whore.
Why? Because I'm on Snapchat?
Yeah, that's the app for whores.
That's how my penis got leaked.
Tomato.
I guess I'm a whore. I mean, I did have a dream where I called myself that to an ex-girlfriend while we were eating ramen noodles together in the dream. And she was like, oh, well, body count is like ramen noodles. You don't know where they start or where they end in that dish. But in the end, it's all delicious. And I was like, oh, okay.
Nice. I love that.
And then I woke up and I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Does that even make sense?
Your dream was better than mine. My boyfriend and I, in my dream, we went out to like a restaurant and ordered everything on the menu. And the waiters and waitresses were like, okay, because it was like a casual dining restaurant. They're like, okay, just come back up with your receipt. We'll give you the first round and then we'll give you the second. I'm like, okay. And then also we walked on a very shifty pier and like there was like a bunch of crazy ass giant fish and like a shark. Like, and then the shark jumped on the pier and it was like, get the fuck off the pier, shark.
God damn. It's Shark Week. Shark Week came early.
Oh, but not to backtrack too much, but like after, even though all the shit happening with my work, by the way, I had my day made because I guess my sunscreen's working. Not speaking of Shark Week, being out in the sun, I like to be proactive, wear moisturizer, sunscreen. I need to wear more sunscreen than I do currently. But today, one of my interviews, I don't know how we got on the topic. Hi, ADHD. They're just like, damn it, Kelsey. But The girl I was talking to, 20 years old, she's a young and she's a kid. She's got a good future.
She
ahead
was
of her.
20 years old. We come to Kelsey's house to ask her about her chat log.
But Epstein, but so she like, what was it? I don't know how we got on top. I was like, I mean, shit, like I'm 29 this year, bro. And she was like, what? And I was like, huh? And she was like, I'm so sorry. I just honestly, I would have never guessed. And I'm like, and she's like, no. You look way younger than I thought you were. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks, dude. Thanks for making my day. I'm kind of hating my job right now, but it's okay. That helped. Oh, but hey, at least I'm young and hot. No, I'm joking.
I still get like the looks at the liquor store where it's like, you're not 27. Like, is this a real ID? I'm like, yes, fucking like. Mm-hmm. God damn, like this
Enjoy
is
it.
like a criminal every time I go in the liquor store, which maybe that's a sign to stop drinking. I don't know.
Maybe, hey, take it as with however you want, but at the same time, like nothing's more satisfying than like people just not IDing my boyfriend, but they're like, whoa, hold up, I need to see your ID. I'm like, yeah, sure, and he's like, what? Every time, because we're only like a year and a half apart from each other, and I'm like, is what it is, babe. You got a hot girlfriend. I'm like, enjoy it. Oh, natural. Because every time I joke, I was like, should I get Botox? He's like, no. I'm like, why? He's like, you don't need it. I'm like, are you sure? I have like these forehead wrinkles. He's like, no. Don't do shit. Don't do. He actually gets upset. He's like, don't do shit. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. And I'm like, okay. Are you sure? Not even a little lip feel? Like, no. Or oh gosh, I talked about my boyfriend now. I won't shut up. But like, I think I mentioned this previously, where he's so harsh on himself, and he's a little heavy, but I love it about him. I love his body. It's perfect. And like, he's always so harsh on himself. Like, if I had $1 million tomorrow, I would be immediately going to get liposuction. I'm like, no. Don't fucking do it. And he's like, I get it, because like he's like, my back hurts. I should probably like do a bit more working out and like exercise. And I'm like, yeah, I get it for health reasons, but he's like, I'm over here like, well, if you get lipo, I need lipo. He's like, no, you're not fucking touching yourself. I'm like, how the fuck do you think I feel?
When I was like during the pandemic, when I was still with my ex-fiance, I got a little chunky. Like I gained a good amount of weight just from like drinking excessively and eating nothing but Taco Bell, McDonald's, and like what I have scallion cream cheese bagels.
Oh yeah, sorry.
And we got an air fryer around that time too.
Fuck,
and
yeah.
I also started getting into cooking meats because I was like going through a Joe Rogan phase.
Oh no.
Yeah, and so I gained a good amount of weight, and I started getting self-conscious about it, and my ex was like, no, I kind of like it. Like, you're not frail, because that's the thing. Like, I'm either going to be like chunky or look like there's something wrong with me. and she was like, no, like, you look so cute. And she like pat my beer belly. I'm like, don't touch that. Don't fucking touch that.
Like a cat. Don't touch that.
Yeah, she like do that all the time. And like, I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like, you're like my Korean grandmother to my uncle when he comes over for Thanksgiving. She's like, oh, you look a fat, and he's like, oh God, Mom, what? And like, it annoyed me because I was self-conscious about it, but like, she was just happy that I was eating, I guess, and fuller looking. But now I'm like, after everything that I've been through, oh, like my cheekbones are back and everything.
Must be nice.
I also have a fast metabolism, so
must be nice.
Yeah, everybody hates me for that because
I do too.
My goal is every day eat at least 3,000 calories.
You motherfucker.
Because if I don't, it's a race against time until I start losing weight. That's like I can't lose. So I pile up on food, and I've gained a little, which is good because I've been aggressively trying to hit those goals every day. But people hate me for it, especially like the women that I work with. They're like, you eat so much and you still look like that. And I'm like, yeah, well, I move around a lot and I have a fast metabolism. I don't know what to tell you.
You motherfucker.
I'm sorry. I've had to apologize for this many times.
You shouldn't have to, but at the same time, it's just like, fucking hell.
Ex-girlfriends of mine have hated me just for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure other reasons, but like, but that one, like that was like, there was resentment there because I'd just be fucking, I like when I eat. And that's partially why I eat alone, because I eat like a fucking monster.
I do the same thing. It's okay. I do the same. But, like, you know, it's like, I don't think it's personal resentment against you or anger towards you. It's because of years and years of, like, TV, media, family people, societal expectations telling them you're never good enough. And it's like, for you, it's like, it's not your fault at all. But it's like, yeah, I actually have to eat so much more because otherwise I will lose weight. And that ends up being unhealthy as well. It's just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I think also like most women that I know like in my life either have or have had an eating disorder of some kind, whether it have to do with like personal image or self-image, I mean, or like otherwise, or like binging and anorexia and all. Like it's a fucked up society out there, a fucked up world out there, and the expectations fuck with everyone's heads. But I think like with women, not to get into like a white knight type of thing. That's not what I'm doing. It's just, listen, most of my friends are female because men scare me.
We get it. We understand. We understand that sentiment.
I can, ladies, I can relate to you. All right. Like, but no, I think that there's a lot of fucked up expectations that are thrown at women. And that's part of why there are so many eating disorders out there, so many people suffering from them. Or also, like, every woman I know has some sort of experience with sexual assault. And when I say every, I mean literally every.
Yep.
It's a fucking nightmare.
Yep.
Every single one.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Not laughing at the situation, but I'm like, pretty much, yeah. It's just like, what the fuck, society? Like, what the like, I don't get it. Like, it's just, it's like communism. In theory, it's like, you know, things should go along swimmingly, but it just doesn't. It doesn't.
I think college campuses and the people who run them aren't really doing a good job of nurturing an environment that would prevent those types of things from happening. When I was younger, I didn't think this way, and I disagreed with the people who did, but I do think that Greek life is something that needs to be phased out.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, it's like, it just, for me, like, this is literally a conversation I've had recently. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, I get, like, for me, like, when I went to university and I'm in a whole new country, I'm by myself, I don't know fucking anyone. I forgot that I'm a social ass fucking butterfly. Hi. But, like, I was like, you know, like, apparently my university's trying to establish Greek life because it's very, very highly popular and more common in the southern states of America than it is in most places. It's still popular, like, internet. And they're like, my coworker's like, no, but my sorority, my fraternity is international. I'm like, yeah, but how many people are in that internationally compared to the states, you know? Like, it's probably way more in the United States than all the other countries combined, you know?
Right.
And usually most of them are founded in the United States, but besides the point. So I was like, you know, like, I found out that, like, just to apply, it was like, no, not even to apply, but, like, to apply and your yearly fee would be like $500.
Oh,
like,
it's insane.
I was like, oh no, it's worse in the States. Like, I think girls I went to high school with that went to sororities and southern colleges, it was like up to $50,000 a year, like, extra. To be a part of the sorority, because they're like, well, you have to pay for, like, your yearly retreat and renting out stuff. And I'm like, $50,000 per person, and there's like 200 people in each sorority that you're in. Like, that's how much money now? And that covers for a retreat that probably one of those annual fees would cover fully. Like, what? Because I thought it was like, I honestly thought sororities were like, oh, we're here to do philanthropic stuff and network. Like, it was a whole charitable like, society, you know? Right. And it's like, you just got to dedicate your time. Like, that made sense to me, but apparently I was like, oh, $500 a year? Fuck that. And I still got accepted into all the sororities, and I didn't go to any of the meetings. I'm like, and I was like, sorry. They're like, are you sure? Are you sure? I'm I'm good, dog. I'm good. And then, but the thing was that they're like, oh yeah, just imagine paying that fee for the rest of your life. I'm like, oh, sorry, repeat that.
For the rest of
So
your
apparently,
life.
apparently it doesn't end after college. You are a part of
my
it for
God.
life, and you have to still pay a fee every year.
Technically I'm in a fraternity, but I don't have to pay any fee. Because CUNY schools are nice like that. But it's more of like, it's the National Society of Leadership and Success. And wow, I should really be putting that on my resume. But like, you get in based off merit. And there's no fucking parties or anything. And I've never met any of the people from this shit. I don't go to any of the events, but I'm in it. That's different. And there were a lot of frats, or no, not a lot, but a couple of frats on campus they were really just glorified book clubs, and you'd go over there to hang out. They're literally just like a bunch of geeks like talking about academic stuff, and it was really boring. But then the other ones, like, I mean, Union College, where I first started out before I dropped out and then went back to school at John Jay and like finished it out there, they were the first school to have fraternities. Like, they had the first fraternity, so they're very proud of their Greek life, and that's a big selling point for them. And they literally have a fraternity there that everyone refers to as the rape frat. And it's the football house.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And like, there was another frat on campus, and I won't say which one because, you know, they all talk about being secret societies and stuff. But this one, my buddy worked in Res Life, and he like showed me some of the pictures that like when they got raided, but they were doing like blood rituals.
Like cliche, but like, you know.
With like hoods and shit and real skulls and like George Bush at Yale type shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What is up with that? Like,
I want to know. Like, I should have gone into it, but then like I wouldn't be allowed to talk about it.
so stupid.
I mean, but then you also wonder, like, how deep does this go? I mean, the campus of like the fucking college is shaped like a skull and bones when you look up at it from like a map.
Weird, but you paid to be there.
You do. You
it doesn't go that deep for me. You paid to be there.
Yeah, but the blood sacrifices and having to kill a puppy and like shit like that. Like,
oh, that's fucked up, dog.
Yeah.
You paid to do it.
You pay to kill a puppy.
Yeah, you paid to kill a puppy. Like, what the fuck?
To like maybe get girls to hang out with. Like, that's why they all
against
join.
Their will in some cases, it sounds like.
That's why they all join, is like their promise, like women, or to be lusted after by women. And it's like, oh no, you're all a bunch of polo wearing, salmon colored pants looking motherfuckers who like outside of this campus are no one. You're gonna to become a banker or a Wall Street guy, but your life is going to be empty as fuck. You're going to see these dudes maybe once every couple of years after this. You're all going to lose your hair. Like, some of you are going to get allegations leveled against you later on in your life if you continue this type of behavior, and it's just dumb.
And like, I'm not no better. Like, I'm not over here judging because it's like, oh, I'm better than you. I'm over here just like, it's just, the whole thing just sounds stupid. I don't know, just really a lot of things sound stupid to me to get your money, you know?
Fraternity dudes, it's like, or frat bros, they're like dudes that want to feel like superstars in that microcosm of a college campus, when it's like, none of this is going to matter after 4 years.
And
like, you're going to feel like a rock star for like such a short amount of time. And for doing what? For paying dues? For doing a bunch of stupid pledging shits, like eating a cum-covered cookie that was jerked off onto by all your future brothers. You're going to live with those people? And you're going to be cool
usually
with
it's a cracker, actually, but...
No, it depends on where you are.
It's a regional thing.
Well, I mean, some do it a different way. Some do it a different way. Oh my God, I shouldn't be saying these things. These are all top secret. Fraternities unmasked.
Because their whole thing, here's the thing, their whole thing's like, we do philanthropic stuff. Like, how many times a year? Like, or it's like, how many times do we see in the news, like, hazing or rape or sexual misconduct or it's just like we're not over here like, oh, in good news today, cock apple pie sorority raised over $100,000 for kids with needs. Like it's just like it's not something you're not hearing that all the time. And like then again, the news,
no.
it's whatever's being fucking pushed out there by whatever fucking what's it called, like incentive or agenda. Which I'm not trying to sound like a fucking lunatic, but at the same time, like these are not news companies are still companies. They're not over here being public sources to provide information for the public. They're legit companies. Like every company has their incentive.
Money.
Yeah, but like it's like you're not hearing like, oh, good news today from like XYZ. Like, it's usually like hazing led to the death of a 20-year-old pledge. Like it's just like fucking fuck.
Yeah, when I was in the psych ward, they were doing I was right across the street from my college, and the news came on, like the local news came on, and they were talking about a sororities pledging, where like at my college, where they were trying to like one of the things they had to do is like sleep with a professor to like get in, and it's like, whoa, like holy shit, this is happening, and I didn't even know.
Like one of my toxic, shitty exes when I was young. Like, bunch of shit. The only good thing he left me with, aside from not getting an STD or getting pregnant, thank the Lord. Cheating motherfucker. But the thing was that like he was like, yeah, you would not work out in a sorority at all. And I'm like, why? He's like, you don't like to be controlled. They're all about control. You would go against the grain. You would be kicked out. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I get that. The only good sentence he ever said, like, yeah, you wouldn't get along with the sorority because it's all about hierarchy, it's all about rules and following orders or being controlled in some sort of sense. Yeah. You would not tolerate
especially
it. And
the
like,
pledging.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
You to like be loyal to the group, and it's like when I would see the sororities around, like at my campus, there's like they're trying to make you the same person as them.
Mm-hmm. It's conformity, but it's just like how today, because in my former position of where I was working at, I'm still good friends with my coworker. Because we live pretty close by to each other, but like just far enough where we still talk pretty much every day. But we only see each other like once a month because again, we're both adults with jobs. But she texted me today saying, I just found out because I thought our manager was like maybe in her 30s because she's been a part of the company for 20 years and has been a part of this company since she was a teenager and worked up the ladder in different ways. And then she's like, yeah, I talked to her today and I don't know how we ended up on this, but she's like, oh man, I'm so old for this, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, no, you're not. Like, you're the same age as me. And she's like, no, I'm not. And she's like, how old are you? And apparently my former manager, that I'm not saying I bullied her, but kind of did because she was a shitty manager. And I would be like, as per my last email, I requested this information last week and I have not heard follow up. Can you please like tell me what the fuck to do? And apparently she would call my coworker crying saying, I pissed off Kelsey. And I'm like, I'm your subordinate. You're my superior and you're just not doing your job. And I'm just trying to get my job done. But I actually need to contact you. Again, working remote, right? Bullshit. Yeah. But apparently she's about to be 45. I've made this almost 45-year-old woman cry multiple times. It's not because I wasn't being like a part of the role. I'm over here just like, hello, wine. But like, it's not because I wasn't doing my job. But apparently, like, my coworker would be like, apparently you made our manager cry today. I'm like, what the did I do? Sorry. What? Karma. Karma is Kelsey. No, like, apparently I was like, what the fuck did I do? I need to contact her. I need follow-up. She's not fucking following up. We have a team of like 10 people. That's a lot to manage. But like, if I can't get like jack shit from you for like a week, 2 weeks, a month, what the fuck, man? And she's like, well, apparently she's sensitive. And I'm like,
she's sensitive.
But here I am, the girl crying at my job now. But I'm over here like, I wasn't mean. But I was like, I technically bullied her because I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, is something wrong? Because I really need this information. Or, hey, today's my last day, by the way. When's my exit interview? And she's like, oh, I completely forgot. I'm like, this was requested 3 weeks ago. And she's like, I already have your schedule set for next week. I'm like, today is my last day. What the fuck you mean next week? So bullying, not bullying, I don't know. I think it's just common sense where it's like, hey, this is my last day. Haven't heard shit in 3 weeks, even though you confirmed that this is my last day. She's like, I forgot, but your schedule's next week. And I'm like, I'm not working next week because today is my last day. It's a whole thing. But apparently I made her cry a few times. So I'm just like, no, that doesn't make any sense.
Oh,
Sorry.
hang on, I really have to pee.
POO, be careful.
Okay.
POA.
Yeah, I'm not going to fall off the balcony this time.
We shall see.
All right, 1 second. All right, and we're back from the pee.
Woo!
Woo!
It was a very long pee.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
How's your prostate?
I think it's all right.
You think? Have you not gotten it tested?
27.
Yeah, you should get that shit. I mean, our generation's more likely to get colorectal cancer. May as well get that checked too.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, dude. So many more people are getting colorectal. Not to be a PSA over here, but apparently we're not getting enough fiber, doing too much alcohol, drugs, whatever the fuck. And apparently a lot more people in their 20s. And I know, right? And do you get enough fiber?
I think so. I tried.
How well rounded is your diet? Give me an average day of Alexander.
I mean, today I had a lot of dumplings and potato salad.
Yeah, not the fiber we're talking about, brother. But apparently a lot of people in their 20s and 30s, they're showing up a lot more for having colorectal cancer. And apparently that shit really is not covered to get a common annual or even few years colonoscopy. That would be out of pocket because insurance companies, those motherfuckers, they're like, oh no, you should start getting that when you're 45 because that's the average age range. We're not supposed to start. Excuse me, cancer does not have an age limit, sir. Big insurance. So I'm just saying, if you should honestly, I know it's a pain in the ass to do this shit out of pocket, but honestly, once you hit 25, you should start doing that shit every 5 years, at the very most, maybe 2 years. Yeah, no, apparently we are fucked.
What the fuck? What did our parents do?
Well, they were a generation that had a bunch of lead and everything, so that's why if you ever question your parents' sanity, it's like, hey, they may have been overexposed to lead as a child, so therefore the residual is leaching out in their brain right now. We had the similar occurrence and also had, as a 90s babies, shit ton of food dyes that were not really regulated until a few years later and still not regulated. Hence why there was an uptick in ADHD, I believe. There's a correlation there, not causation. Oh, yeah.
God damn. We're fucked. I should get my asshole checked.
Yeah, I should get mine too because that shit I'm a hypochondriac. That shit freaks me out.
I'm gonna go in there and just drop trowel in the waiting room and be like, all right, let's go. Bring it on. I've worked myself up for this all day.
Dude, you're put under general anesthesia. Yeah. Peds office, no. But no, bro, that just a general synopsis of a colonoscopy. It's a check you have polyps or odd growth, or if there's any sort of change in your bowel movements where it's like, hey, this is concerning. It might be recommended to get a colonoscopy. What happens at a colonoscopy?
Put it in my ass.
Yeah, but you're under general anesthesia, so you sleep, night, everything's done in 10 seconds, fall asleep, wake up. Someone was in your ass with a camera, and they take a fucking snap of your lower intestine, portion of the colon, maybe, I don't know, but it's somewhere down there where they take a snip so they can do a biopsy to see if there's any cancerous cells that may be growing, or if they find polyps, they recommend a surgery to get them removed and then have them biopsy to see if they're cancerous. And just hope and pray, and you're going to be panicking and shitting your bricks the whole time because it's one of those, it's like whenever you go to a general checkup or if you have something wrong and you're just anxious because something's not working right, what's going on, or what if something happens that it shouldn't be there. It could freak you out, but most of the time it should be okay. But also reduce your intake of alcohol, nicotine, and also just have a very nutritious diet. Eat
but
your
I
greens.
love nicotine.
I know, I do too. We got to cut that out at some point too, brother. But limit processed foods, unnecessary fats, unhealthy oils, sweets. Just stick with a wholesome diet with limited red meats, fish, chicken, tofu, any sort of proteins that are necessary for your diet, depending on what your needs are. Whole grains, leafy greens, vegetables, fruits. you know,
Leafy
the things they told us
greens.
as kids and we really neglected.
Yeah, I didn't want to listen to my mom.
I wonder if Michelle Obama's fucking luncheon plan back in 2008 may have also fucked with things. Because I swear, lunches when I was, because I wouldn't eat lunch at school all the time, but like, it's just like, I feel like they got way more shitty when that happened. And not like, you know, I'm a pretty blue person, but at the same time, I was like, the quality has always been shitty, but for some reason, it kept getting worse. So I bring my lunch. I would always bring really my lunch.
Like,
or in my.
Did you have Smart Pizza?
What the fuck is Smart Pizza?
Oh, okay. So like at one point in like elementary school, we had Domino's on pizza day. Friday, fucking Domino's. It was amazing. It was so good. Domino's wasn't even like the new improved formula yet that it is now.
Oh, brother.
Like, it was shittier Domino's. But then you got to middle school around like when Obama got elected, then fucking Michelle was like, we're planting a garden in the White House and you all have to do this shit too. And then the pizza stopped being good and it turned into this fucking Smart Pizza shit, which let me look it up. So like Smart Pizza, it was like in the shape of a pie crust.
Oh, okay, I'm Googling this as well. What the fuck? Like, this is just crazy. Smart Pizza. Dude, I wonder if now if it's like, I actually really like this pizza called, okay, so cauliflower, instead of cauliflower, it's cauliflower. They make cauliflower pizza crusts, and they probably have other cauliflower products, but it's not a shitty cauliflower pizza crust that you're expecting. It's actually good. We're like pretty much half the pizza is like 260 calories, and it's a lot of bulk eating, and you get some like extra vegetables in. It's actually really good. I wonder if schools have that now, because at least that has a bit more nutritional value at a lower calorie.
There's no way. They're still serving Sodexo, which is
oh
food.
No.
So okay, I found it on Amazon. You can buy it in bulk. Schwann's Tony Smart Pizza, whole grain cheese pizza, and it's fucking. Sorry for that Rick and Morty-esque burp into the microphone, but I'm gonna send this to you real quick. I'm gonna send you this link.
Thank you.
And
oh, what? I already found it. What the fuck is that?
So that was what some of it looked like sometimes, but then it could also be in the shape of a pie crust. And the problem with either versions of that was you would take one fucking bite and the whole thing of shitty ass cheese would come right off.
Oh yeah, well, especially if it's a low moisture, low fat mozzarella, that shit does not melt. It's so fucking hard to melt. It does become one solid.
It was fucked. Where is this fucking pizza? Are they deleting evidence? Because where's the pie crust fucking shit? It was ridiculous. It was horrible. We all hated it.
Also, this thing, you're getting one tiny little fucking slice, and it's 300 calories per serving. Calories from fat, 100. Let me look up cauliflower. Cauliflower. Because I know for a fact it's going to be less calories, less fat. Like let's say, for example, the pepperoni cauliflower pizza. This is not an ad for cauliflower.
I found their website. I found the fuckers that did this to us.
So, okay, for half the fucking pizza, it is 410 calories with the Tony's brand pizza, and total fat is 19 grams. How many calories? But less sugar, more protein. But so 2 slices would be 205 calories compared to the 300, which is way more food. You're getting more bang for your buck. And then that little tiny piece of shit pizza with 100 grams of fat per 300 calories, and 100% of those, like, whatever. Mathing is not mathing right now. The whole pizza is 810 calories for cauliflower. And that's 8 slices.
Oh, I found it. Holy shit, I fucking found it.
Mm-hmm. They have frozen dill pickle chicken bites. Cauliflower, girl.
Wait.
Bitch. I'm sold. I'm in. I love you. I'm gonna like, you got me, bitch. You got me.
What, Tony's or some or
the cauliflower? They have frozen dill pickle chicken bites. It looks like boneless chicken pieces, but apparently it's like dill flavored, like dill pickle.
What?
So
Fuck.
you know how like good fried chicken's made, right?
Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know much about the culinary.
People, people. Here comes Kelsey. Most people they would like to do a. Pardon me, I'm about to burp. Pardon me, but they like to soak their chicken overnight in buttermilk, usually, which is believed to tenderize the chicken and help make it softer, moister, not as chewy. Usually, that's kind of debunked. Hey, it's you. But actually, soaking in pickle brine. So, whenever you get done with a jar of pickles in your fridge, use it for dressings, marinades, or just, marinating your chicken because you got the seasoning, you got the vinegars to help break down the proteins. And that's honestly what also Chick-fil-A does too. And I'm not a Chick-fil-A girl. I've never eaten at Chick-fil-A, and I do not support Chick-fil-A for multiple reasons.
I've had it once.
I've technically had it 3 times, and one of those times was for ice cream, and the other 2 was for lemonade because everyone else was going there, and I just didn't want to feel left out, so I ordered 2 lemonades. But I can't eat there because they use peanut oil.
Oh,
nut allergies, and yeah, I can get into that too. I'm full of fucking useless facts, but they utilize pickle juice to marinate. A lot of chicken places do, but they use pickle juice to help marinate brine their chicken because vinegar helps break down the tough proteins, and you got the dill, you got the garlic, you got the other seasonings, the peppercorns, and it helps kind of accentuate the flavors. And then you bread it, you fry it, it's delicious. But that's what this with cauliflower, it's almost like a very similar effect, just probably lower calorie. They have some sort of rice. I'm assuming rice flour and cauliflower, dehydrated cauliflower mix to create the breading, so it makes the crispiness, so it looks like a boneless wing. But you got the almost dill pickly and ranchy flavor with the pickle brine. That's what I'm assuming. But sorry, not to backtrack. Alex, I'm so sorry. I'm taking over this with Kelsey's science facts. So, one fun fact that I found out years ago that I'm like, makes sense, because I had an allergist say, oh, you can actually eat Chick-fil-A, by the way. And I'm like, because I don't know how I brought this up. I'm like, with my nut allergies, sometimes I realize that there's nut oil in something and it doesn't affect me, but sometimes it does. He was like, oh yeah, like if you have, this is not legal advice. I am not claiming any liability. This is just what I was told, and I don't even follow it because I don't trust it. He told me, oh yeah, well, I brought up with a theory. I'm like, hey, is there like different types of oils or the way they're processed that's why I don't have allergic reactions to some or the other, or is it just might be a particular allergy thing? He was like, oh, you're on to something. So heat pressed oils, whatever lipid or protein that may cause an allergic reaction, for example, my peanut allergy, we believe it's a lipid based sort of thing. It is pressed out and the heat kills it. And that's why heat pressed oils are technically safe for me to consume, which is what Chick-fil-A utilizes. It's a heat-pressed peanut oil, and it does not create allergic reactions. But cold-pressed oils, it's just the pressed fresh oil. All the lipids, all the proteins, all the fats are still in there. That's what inflicts the allergic reaction. So he's like, yeah, like you should go enjoy Chick-fil-A and have a great first time. And I'm like, absolutely the fuck not, motherfucker. I lasted 23 years without having it. I'm good without it because also I do not support that company. But so that's why I'm still wary around peanut oils because sometimes they don't clarify if they're heat pressed or cold pressed. And at the same time, in general, I have a nut allergy that has something I'm technically allergic to. I avoid it. But apparently heat pressing removes either the lipid or protein that causes allergic reactions in most things, but cold press still contains it because the heat doesn't kill it off.
Huh. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, but don't test it around me, motherfucker. We're over here like, did you enjoy that fried chicken, Kelsey? Surprise! It was fried in peanut oil. But yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
Allergies are a bitch.
Allergies are a bitch. I don't have that many, but still, like, my brother has a lot. He could die from being near a peanut.
Isn't that fucking crazy? A fucking legume is like can just take you out.
He's
like, hey,
president to assassinate. I'll say that.
Tony Legumo, what you doing in these pots?
Yeah, Tony Legumo put a fucking hit on him. All he had to do was walk near him. That was it.
But you got me thinking, by the way. When you mentioned school lunches, I was wondering, like, it just kind of popped in my mind, and I got it talk whenever I think about something because I'm ADHD and I'm rude. What was your high school experience like?
Oh, okay. It was interesting. Looking back, I kind of think it was really funny. But at the time, I like legitimately wanted to kill myself. For some of it. Freshman year was really rough. I went into it like pretty well from the start. I was making a lot of friends. I was kind of starting to become a little more confident because I was like, this is my escape from home. There's so many more people to meet that I haven't met before. And like there was this girl in my English class and I was like, wow, she's really smart. And like we got partnered up a bunch of times and like the chemistry was there and it was really cool. And I thought she was really cool. And it was the first time in my life that like I ever asked somebody out and she said yes. And like then that spread around the school. They were like, oh, what, you're dating her? You know she's a communist? Like, she had a unibrow in middle school and like all this shit. And then I got made fun of way too much for that. Like more than like really necessary. And the people who were making fun of me for that years later were like, oh yeah, we were fucking dumb for that. She's actually really cool. And I was like, wow, guys, you made me break up with her like days later. Like not made me, but I couldn't handle the heat. And I was like, my parents won't let me date. That was a lie. My mom was thrilled that I wasn't gay, which was
surprise.
But like, yeah, so that was horrible. I still feel horrible about that now. She's great though. Like we squashed that beef later on in life.
Nice.
And I have regrets. But like, so that started the bullying. And then people found out I wasn't white.
Oh,
that
no.
made it even worse. I was getting shit thrown at me. Not like literal poop, but like I had a very small group of friends and like I felt unsafe everywhere I went because like I was just getting shit from everyone who knew anyone about anything. A lot of classes were not a safe place for me. And I got really big ass headphones so that I could like just block out what people were saying to or
out the haters. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
And it got to a point where like I think they realized that and they broke into my locker with a crowbar, not a crowbar, but like a bolt cutter, stole my iPod. Joke's on fucking them. I had a backup and I just brought that in the next day and they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, keep trying. I've got a bunch of these at home. And I was not in a good place for a long time. Freshman year, like I would hide in the library because I knew like you had to be quiet there. No one was going to say shit in the library. Not if you're in like a cubicle pretending to read or something. But then it changed a lot the next year because like I went to summer camp, sleepaway camp. I was like not fully, but I was more socialized from that experience of just being around people my age for longer than I ever had been, away from my parents, because there was a lot of isolation by living with them too. Like I wasn't allowed to go out and like not even like outside of my room, honestly, for a while. So like I came back from that experience a lot different. My mom hated it because I knew who I wanted to be or who I was a little bit more, even to the point where like I started picking what I wanted to wear as opposed to my mom being like, no, this is what you're going to wear. This is the clothes that I bought. Like you have no say in that. I looked like a preppy douche before that. And then like when we would go to like an outlet mall or something, because you'd be like, let's get back to school clothes. And I'd be like, this is what's going to look cool. And she would be like, that looks so dumb. And then I go to school and like, girls in my grade or in my class would be like, wow, like, I like that jacket a lot. And it's like, I knew better how to talk to people too. And it was the first time I had performed musically. So then I started, like releasing music around sophomore year online. And then I went from becoming the kid who was like, the only mixed kid in the grade and dated a communist to, oh, that's the dude that does music. And that kind of changed things for the better. And then high school did start to become an escape from home for me. Yeah, then it got nice-ish. Like, there were good and bad times. You know, dating at that age is really weird.
Very.
Yeah, like especially when you're like all hormonal and you both live with your parents.
Everything's new for the first time. Sort of dealio.
You lose your virginity in the bathroom of a movie theater during the premiere of Man of Steel. Yeah.
Oh.
And you know, that's just the way it is, you know.
Experience was way more traumatic. I'm sorry. My word, brother.
I mean, I skipped a lot.
Skipping?
Like I skipped a lot of like details. Like, you know, there was a car accident, my best friend died, and like my parents were getting divorced, and fuck, what else? A lot of heartbreak. A lot of
classify that as trauma?
Heartbreak?
No, just the overall, like, what's happening here with the macroscope of everything.
With the dead best friend and the car accident and the
bullying.
The bullying and yeah. Oh, totally. But I also think there were a lot of experiences I had after that where I felt like that shit started becoming easier to navigate, and it eventually went away. And people actually like gave me the time of day to get to know me a little more.
I like a friend or some friends. I mean, aside from the one that passed, which again, my condolences. But
I did. Like, I found my groups, which was cool, and I kind of hopped between them the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I did the same. Where even to this day, I don't. I'm sorry, I'm not to take away from you here. I was a social butterfly, but I didn't have a distinct group, and that feels the same way. Same now, but go ahead.
It was just dependent on the period because we had like rotating schedules throughout the week. So that made it easier. It was like, oh, I'll see these people at this time. I'll see this people at this time, and here, and then it was kind of all over the place. And somehow that was fine for me because I was just glad to be away from home.
Damn.
Yeah, like that was... Yeah, high school, as weird as it was an escape from what I had to go home to after it was over, to the point where, like, the reason that I did track both in the winter and spring was because I got to spend extra time away from home. Because then you're there at the school until, what, like 6 p.m. or something?
Yes.
With your friends, too?
Colleagues, sorry. Damn.
And also, I didn't really have internet access until I was 18. Like, I did, but it was very limited and only to, like, the home computer. And it wasn't like I didn't have a phone or a smartphone. I just wasn't allowed to access it ever. My friends used to joke, like, yeah, we'd invite you places, but, like, we know you don't have a way of, like, contacting us. So I would smuggle in devices. Like, I would get shit shipped to my friend's house. Like a prepaid phone or an iPod Touch, but my mom eventually caught on to Wi-Fi and would unplug the router and then blame me for the fact that she couldn't use internet, because you can't be fucking trusted. Now I can't go on Perez Hilton. And I'm like, you could just plug in the fucking Wi-Fi and stop being a psycho and like let me have contact with the outside world. But eventually, like senior year, I don't know, I guess I broke her a little bit because like I started growing some balls on me and the old tactics stopped working. And now it was like, okay, like I'm bigger than you. I could literally pick you up and throw you. Like this isn't going to work anymore. So she eventually gave up and was like, here, fine, fuck it. Like the Wi-Fi's in, here's your phone, here's your laptop. I give up. And I was like, oh yes. So I learned about like pirating, like Pirate Bay, like I started keeping up with current events. I learned everything there is to know on the internet about everything. Like I became a child of the internet from that moment. And sometimes, you know what? Like I wouldn't get to my work. I started slipping up, like the senior swan dive, I guess, towards the end.
Senior swan dive, yeah.
But like I learned that Netflix was a thing. Like it wasn't just about ordering DVDs. You could just watch shows. I was like, holy shit, this is amazing.
Oh, back in the day. Oh, for you that was amazing, but that was back in the day where it was like they had small like contracts or agreements with companies where they only had a few good things, but all of them were the original, really shitty Netflix originals.
Yeah, but like that's when I learned about Breaking Bad.
Oh,
shit, like there's good TV shows outside of like sports or like the local news or like House of Cards before we all knew Kevin Spacey was a sicko. That was crazy. Fuck, like what else? Just like I had snuck onto YouTube a bunch of times. Like I'd had access to YouTube before, but then learning about all the weird different subcultures and commentary channels and like famous influencers and oh man, like the internet was so new to me. Like there's so much that I didn't know. I found out that Childish Gambino was Donald Glover. I was like, damn, I didn't know this. I was like, holy shit, like now I know. Okay. And like, what else? I mean, porn. That was cool. Not that I didn't have it before, but I had to download it onto a PlayStation Portable, which took like hours for one 5-minute video to download because the PlayStation Portable from its browser couldn't stream. You had to download the videos as like an MP4 file. And if the screen went black or like went into sleep mode, then you'd have to start over. So you had to keep checking it. But I would like hide it under my rug. So I'd have to like go back and forth and check it. And my mom would hear me and be like, what are you doing up there? Like footsteps. And I'm like, oh shit. Like, I gotta get better about this. Yeah. So like high school, going to school was a little better because like I kept a secret iPod Touch in my like in my locker, and I would leave it there at school, and then I had another for home. So just in case the one at home got taken, I still had the one at school.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. It was like kind of like prison. I don't want to say that sounds insensitive. But it was like I was smuggling like forms of communication
to the outside world.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
So then when I turned 18, like I bought my own phone. I put it in my name. I had it. I paid my own bill because I was like, no, you can't fucking take my access.
Because then you're stealing my property and I'll call the cops.
Yeah, exactly.
But, you know, just like how the cops would find your parents if they stole your property, where can they find you? Because next time we'll go into Kelsey's high school experience. Then...
Oh, shit, yeah.
It's nothing compared to yours. Mine is nothing. Like, it's just like, holy shit. I thought, like, I had my, there's a saying, like, there's nothing compared close to hell like being a teenage girl, and I get it because the hormones are going crazy. Like I had to tell a student today that's in high school, like she has a boyfriend. I'm like, and I'm talking with her stepdad. I'm like, books before boys, and I'm not just saying that. I'm not like dissing your boyfriend or shit like that. But the thing is that who's gonna have your back at the end of the day? Yourself. Like your education, it should be a priority, and I get it. Like. I was like, I'm going to be honest, dating as a teenager and even in your early 20s, it's pointless. It's useless. You're just going to end up with heartbreak. But at the same time, like, I was like, books before boys, you want something for yourself in the future. You want a career. And I want to help establish that for you because I'm your counselor. Like, this is a thing that when I establish responsibilities, I'm like, I'm your counselor now. You're my responsibility. And I want to ensure that you find a path, whether it's with me or with someone else, or you start here, end up somewhere else, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. At the end of the night, as long as I find something for you that could lead you on the right path and you can find your educational journey that way, I sleep at night because I don't make my paycheck based off how many people I sign up. I make it because I have I've established and encouraged like trust with you and confidence, and that's the whole thing for me. But I'm like, books before boys, because even the stepdad was like, she has her boyfriend, and I'm like, it's always the boyfriend, right?
Boyfriend.
It's always the fucking boyfriend.
Boyfriends.
And also next time we will do just kind of like a deep dive on Gypsy Rose, as we said.
Yeah,
but
I need to learn more about that.
Yeah, seriously, dude. Welcome to True Crime. But where can people find you?
Oh God, you can find me on, I don't know, on TikTok. I'm probably gonna go live after this while this runs through the AI that I put it through to make us sound all clean and stuff. Yeah, I don't know where else. Twitter, I say things about how they're banning Zin or trying to. We're not gonna let that happen, folks. Yeah.
The founders of Cock Apple Pie Frat Sorority, we will bound together and make sure this does not happen to these United States.
Hell yeah.
Right, brother?
Hell yeah, brother.
Right, brother lover?
We're gonna legalize Zin again.
We gotta come together now. And make sure Zin don't get banned in these here states.
We love nicotine.
We do, damn it.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. All right, people. Dr. Phil, do you have anything else to say? I would just like to say, if anyone has a Xanax prescription that they like to give to me, and a Blue Chew prescription, I like to mix the two. Anyways, bye, folks.